in fact did hit fresh record lows. Intraday did breach the 70.5 to the US dollar mark. In fact, rupee remains the worst performing Asian currency on a YTD basis as well as in the entire month of August. It's down close to around 9.2% YTD, and it is down close to around 2.6% in August itself. We're seeing that rupee has fairly come under pressure on account of the dollar demand coming in from importers. The recent surge in oil prices back to $676 per barrel is also doing no good, because it does lead to pressure in terms of the inflation dynamics as well as the current account deficit, and fiscal also is likely to be slightly challenged on account of this being an election year. Trade wars also have slightly played spoiled sport. In fact, we also spoke to a couple of economists. They're stating that the depreciating bias in terms of the rupee is still likely to continue. HDFC Bank sees the rupee hitting 70.8 to the US dollar mark in the near term. They're also seeing that 71 to the US dollar mark may also be possible. Kotak Bank economist also mentions that the depreciating bias on the rupee is still likely to continue. In fact, RBI pointed out that oil as well as trade wars is the biggest risk to the economic growth. In terms of RBI also, they are pointing out that they would be only intervening to curb the huge amount of volatility there. They're also stating that the forex reserves would also be used fairly judiciously. They're stating that higher FPI debt limits would be auguring well for the forex flows, and the higher current account deficit, which is expected to rise, is likely to be financed by FDI flows. They're also stating that the global headwinds are likely to hit the external sector in FY19, and all these factors coupled with oil is likely to further put pressure on the rupee, and hence the depreciating bias on the rupee is still likely to continue.